Hi, welcome back to our Insights on Insight series, and I'm here today to talk to you about your team. I'm Ellie Gates, and I'm the principal consultant here at Leadership Techne, and really excited for you to think about how you can leverage a tool like Insights with your team to be more effective in terms of collaboration, communication, diversity, even change management. There's so much richness in how you can get insights out of this tool. So when everyone takes their profile, what we are able to produce here is this team wheel. And what's nice about this is just a random team I put together based off some archive data. But this shows you where everyone in your organization is. Now, if you have a huge organization, we can do it by management type. We can do it by vice president or whatever, however you want to break it down. But what's nice about it is it gives you one picture shot of your organization and gives you some key insights into your culture, into how decisions are made, into maybe accommodations or extra considerations you need to make around teams and how to make them effective. And so I'm going to pull apart a few things here based on this random team. And I'm going to say that Mr. Samuel Roncancio is our leader. And he's number 21. And what we know from him is he's pure red energy. And he's a red energy focused type. So if we remember the round wheel we talked about, those in the outside circle, he comes at everything with one color. So we go here and we look at number 21. And we go across, we see that the red is above the line, and then there's this black line on the right hand side by his name, and his yellow, green, and blue yellow, blue, and green are all below the line. They're reluctant usage. Doesn't mean he can't use them, it just means it takes more energy for him to pull those forward. So he's going to come at things with action, challenge status quo, let's go, why are we being so slow? That's kind of the leader type of leader that he's going to lead with, because he's got that energy. Now he also has yellow there too. I don't have his particular chart, but that's something to know. Where is your top leader, and what is the thing that they have a preference for? If they're in this outside focused ring, that's how they're going to show up all the time. Now the middle ring here is the classic. We talked about that in other videos. This is where two colors are above the lines. They come at things in a little bit more balanced way. They're definitely looking at things holistically, and you've got two primary colors that are attacking your problems, which is great. And then those in the middle are what we call the accommodating ring. Now this is where three colors are above the line. So if we look at this chart again on the far right, you'll see three colors above the line and then a hashtag or a slant, and then you'll see the color that's reluctant usage below the line here. Now that will tell you something. If you look at all the reluctant usage or the bottom color, you got a lot of red. So our red leader might be a little frustrated with his team because red is not their favorite color. It tends to be towards the bottom. What else can we tell? Well, we know that the top part of this chart, the red and the blue, share an affinity for thinking preference. So this is going to be a very rational, logical organization. It's going to be focused on data and decision making. It's going to feel active. And then if you're a yellow or blue or yellow or green down here working the organization, you might feel run over a little bit, that people aren't caring about the feelings, that they aren't stopping and taking the time to think about the impact on this, on other people. Maybe we're not dreaming big enough because we're so focused on the data and all the reasons why it won't work. So there's a lot of things that we can see out of this that are important. The other thing I want to point out is individual relationships. And so if the hardest relationships on this wheel are those that are directly across from you. And so we've got, let's see here, number 22 and number 3. So 22 is Ray and 3 is Mary, and they are exactly opposite. Now let's just say there's been tension in the organization around Ray and Mary. Wow, hallelujah, now we know why. We know that what we need to do is help them use the other 3 colors they have to communicate, because their bottom colors are the opposites, right? So Mary's bottom color is yellow. She doesn't come and raise language at all, and Ray's bottom color is going to be blue. And so it really allows us some tools to help those communications happen. There's a couple of reports in your profile: do's and don'ts of communication, how to deal with your opposite type. Those are things that would really help your team be more successful. Now, I do want to point out this creative individual. So Heather here is a creative, which is great. You have one in your team. That means that Heather is able to bear the polar opposite type, and she's an accommodating creative, which means she's got both red in this one, and we look at Heather's thing, red and green above the line, so she's balancing action and impact, along with data and vision. Data is above the line, vision is not. But the nice thing about the creatives is they're a great bridge in the organization. If you're having challenges between those that are biased for action and those that are all about harmony or impact, Heather can be a great translator for you because she can balance that tension there. So that's an example of how to use this. There's a lot more things we could do to talk about how to value the team and use this for different team building, but I just wanted to put that out there for you. Now, one more thing that comes with the team wheel is this dominant versus inclined energies. And if you look at these pie charts alone, you see the difference immediately. Dominant is the top energy. So if I just looked at everyone's top Lego block or their top color, it would look like a very red-blue organization, like overwhelmingly 63% red-blue organization. And so if you're a yellow-green working in there, whew, man, there's a lot of thinkers, people wanting logic, and no one's caring about the feelings. So that's interesting. But if I go to the inclined energy, it's a little different picture, because you become a little bit more balanced, right? So we get up to 53% here, which means there's a little bit more consideration on impact. So while if you're only looking at top colors, it may look like, whoa, that organization is going to have a hard time. If you look at all the colors that are above the line for your team, it's a really well-balanced team. You still need a little more yellow to be perfect, but no organization is perfect. So I hope that helps you. Again, if you are thinking about how to use insights with your team for diversity's sake, to figure out how to handle confrontations that are going on in the organization, to just allow people to learn how to communicate with one another, it's a great tool for you, and I'd be happy to help you with that. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. If you want to have a free profile, we're happy to do that for you as well. Thank you so much, and look forward to more. Check out more videos on the Insights for Insight series and learn more about this powerful tool. Thank you.